I just heard chocolates are going extinct and the crisis has already begun. Welcome to day 19 of 100 Days of Sector Snippets. The story starts from cocoa, the thing that makes or actually should make chocolate. See, 60% of the world's cocoa comes from just two countries in West Africa. The countries don't have big industrial farming operations with fancy technology. Instead, they have small family farms with aging cocoa trees that were planted back in the early 2000s. As they grow old, they start producing less and less every year. But the real problem is not even the age. It's what happened in 2023. This year brought crazy climate change impacts, scorching heat, long droughts, erratic rainfall, and to make things worse, it brought two devastating crop diseases that wiped out harvests. Production from West Africa collapsed almost 50%, which meant roughly 6.8 billion 70-gram chocolate bars went missing from global supply. And you could not even fix this overnight. New cocoa trees take 3 to 5 years to even start producing. Naturally, prices went insane. Cocoa had been sitting at around $2,500 per ton for years. By April 2024, it crossed $12,000. Chocolate makers had no good options. They quietly shrank your Dairy Milk, Snickers, and 5 stars. They cut cocoa content and replaced real cocoa butter with palm oil. Some chocolates got so reformulated that they can't even be legally called chocolate anymore. Unfortunately, the consumers noticed this, and so they pushed back. Chocolates got replaced by gummy bears on Halloween and candies on Valentine. In India, the story is even more interesting. With our 1.4 billion population, India is supposedly the growth market that saves global chocolate brands. But Mondelez, Hershey, Mars all reported their weakest India numbers since COVID in FY25. Indian market is price sensitive. When chocolates got expensive, they didn't just buy smaller bars. They switched to desi candies. So Indian local players started picking up. DS Foods Pulse crossed 750 crores in revenue. Prayag Consumers Chintu Candies crossed 900 crores. These companies offered flavors and memories no Swiss or American brands could replicate. Now, in early 2026, cocoa prices have finally started cooling down to around $5,000 per ton. But the problem is it's not because supply recovered, it's because demand collapsed. People are simply buying less chocolate now. Experts believe cocoa prices will not go below this price anytime soon, and that's still double the old normal. But here's the opportunity in the crisis. When cocoa butter gets expensive, chocolate makers start replacing it with alternatives. We call them cocoa butter equivalents that are basically made from mango seeds, chia, sal, and kokum. In fact, FSSAI allows these equivalents to be used in chocolates in a higher percentage now than before. Cherry on cake, India has natural access to all these raw materials. This opens floodgates for companies in this space. If you are an investor, this is where you should be looking. Comment cocoa and I'll DM you the companies poised to benefit from this change.